Ah, the internet. An enormous clusterfuck of entitled 12-year-olds who can't handle the thought of someone having an opinion. From telling me why Peacekeeper is overpowered to accusing me of having no morals, there's a lot of bullshit for me to look through every single day. Don't get me wrong, it isn't all bad, and I actually get some really great comments, but they wouldn't make for a very entertaining video.
Maybe I wasn't there.
So I know that these comment reading videos are super generic and overplayed, and in order to make it more interesting, I'll be reading the comments in every sloppy accent I can bullshit my way through. The fact that you made a whole video to defend yourself. Lol, scumbag. I'm starting off with this comment because it actually brings up a few things that I wanted to talk about while simultaneously being completely idiotic and easy to make fun of. A lot of people get the impression that because content creators have an audience, they don't have a right to express their opinion. Like me saying something over the internet is going to somehow drastically affect their own right to thinking a certain way. And while I do agree that sharing political beliefs over Twitter is generally the quickest way to shotgun blast your channel into obscurity, I also think it's pretty fucking thick to say your opinion can't be spoken. Especially when I'm making content about video games, which is one of the most unoffensive things I can think of. It's also adorable that he calls me a scumbag for quote-unquote defending myself. For some quick context, I found this comment on my banned Peacekeeper video where I spoke about the massive overreaction to MLG tournaments banning a certain playable character from console tournaments. Given that I often play as this character, I guess this guy is saying that I have no right to give an opinion on a game that I have well over 100 hours in, as well as an audience who would like to know my thoughts. Once again, fucking stupid. Yuck, I stepped in shit. Your opinion. Aside from the obvious grammatical error that thinking individuals have been able to avoid since fucking middle school, this comment gets a little bit more credit than most. Instead of just straight up attacking me with words, this person used a cute little story to try to get more of a laugh. Points for that, although giving zero reasoning for why you disagree with my opinion as well as the childish grammar error certainly made you an easy target for making fun of. Are you serious, kid? Shut the fuck up, you're annoying as hell. Hey, he used the correct "you're." Yeah, you're good at For Honor, wow, you're— oh no, he fucked it up. So amazing. I get comments like this so incredibly often that my response is basically a meme. Well, you don't do well with sarcasm. The funniest part about this comment in particular is that it was deleted after I replied. Lucky for me, I'm on top of that comment screenshot game. I often make jokes in my videos about being superior in skill or my opinion being more valid than others, and people have a genuinely difficult time understanding that these are indeed jokes. If I actually took internet trolls more seriously, I might think that people genuinely confuse the word facetious with fascist. I've literally received comments longer than the script for this video telling me that what I'm doing is immoral and that Christ will punish me for my sins. I wish to your God I was exaggerating. I think everyone could benefit from some criticism, and I do, but honestly, that's on another level. I make videos about video games, people. It's not even fucking real. The comments that I feature are real though, so I guess I can't be too upset when the flying spaghetti monster strikes me down with his noodly appendages. Oh God, please delete your channel. I would, but the ad revenue. Top of the morning, ladies and gents. Shut the fuck up. I love this comment because it's the epitome of not understanding a joke. Like it literally flew right over this guy's head. That's an ironic use of literally. I found this comment on my Shadow of Mordor video where I start off by saying, "Top of the morning to you bros, my name is Shmolty, and for the three of you that don't understand this, I was clearly parodying the intros of three popular Let's Play YouTubers, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, and Markiplier. I guess it's possible that this person and others hadn't seen these people before, but even so, I felt like the joke was rather obvious. After all, why would this person be aware enough to be triggered by my intro in the first place if he didn't understand the origin? The internet is a strange and beautiful place."
Stop making videos, faggot.
Clever. "What are these thumbnails? Still love the vids though, smiley face. I got a lot of chins. I wouldn't even count this comment as hate. I just genuinely laughed out loud when I read it. Like at first he makes a joke about the thumbnails, which is actually fair given that I have absolutely zero artistic capability. Then he follows it with a compliment and suddenly drops the most random statement I think I have ever read. I got a lot of chins. I'm not even going to make fun of your grammar or lack thereof, just well done with this comment. The first kill at the beginning of the video was just complete trash. Rest was okay, I guess. Update, never mind, fuck you." I love that this guy was serious enough to edit his comment after having finished the video. He was truly committed to polishing his critique. Couldn't just watch the video for the entertainment factor, had to watch and make sure that every clip was adequate to his standards of gameplay. I don't think people quite realize that I make those videos for the memes rather than for MLG gameplay. If I get some good clips, that's just like a happy bonus. Similar to people using single-ply toilet paper. You do it in order to save money, but you must enjoy the surprise of a sudden finger up your ass. I'm so glad I found your channel. Once again, I'm not even sure that this comment is hate. In fact, upon first read, it just seems like a genuinely kind comment and you can keep scrolling. But then you see channel, And suddenly this comment is so wholly unique. Why is it in quotation marks? Is it because he's emphasizing that my channel is hardly a channel at all due to what he would say is shitty content? Is it because of some deep-rooted inside joke about misspelling the word channel? I have so many questions. I'm guessing the misspelling is an honest mistake though, at least to use the correct fucking your. Unlike this guy. Hope you know you're copying a YouTuber that does the same shit. Make your own ideas. By the way, the YouTuber is Anthony Pit1. This is clearly a child commenting, so I'm not going to make fun of them. I'm not leafy, you know. More on that shortly. I actually get a good amount of comments like this, and for the most part I can't really deny their credibility. After all, Anthony Pit1 does make meme-filled gameplay videos, just of a different game. Doesn't mean that I stole that format from him. You think Anthony was the first person to combine memes and Vimeo James? Speaking of Vimeo James, Shammy is another YouTuber that I'm apparently a clone of. Given that he uses an animal for his on-screen persona and talks about video games with a sarcastic and witty demeanor, I can't really deny I'm pretty fucking similar. These comments don't piss me off because I can actually point to the similarities myself. I'd never shy away from them either. I've been a fan of both of these channels since before I even started making my content, so no fucking shit it's gonna be similar. If you think that's scummy for me to create content that's similar to what I personally enjoy watching, then I guess you can go watch someone else. Now you're probably surprised at how calm and collected I am about this. After all, it's kinda my thing to be a snarky asshole, even if it was Shammy's thing first. Hold that fucking thought. Like I said, these comparisons don't upset me because they are actually valid. But this comparison is not.
This guy seems like a Leafy fanboy, sir. You're just being honest.
Well, fuck your honesty. I get this comparison as frequently, if not more, than any other, and it's quite triggering, honestly. I don't watch Leafy personally for obvious reasons, but I've stumbled upon him enough back when he was still relevant, and I don't see the connection. I've talked to multiple friends and creators who agree that there is no merit to these accusations, and frankly, I'm tired of it. Hopefully it will pass over once I pass him up in subscribers. Well, that's not gonna fucking happen. And finally, we end with one of my first genuine hate comments in Shmolty history. A comment that I had the pleasure of proving wrong. All I learned is that you can't parry shit, you play a broken class, and make jokes from other YouTubers like Leafy, Pyro, Luna. It was uncreative, and at one point you even made fun of a mental disability. Not to mention that your style of videos has been outplayed already by much better people. You're not gonna make it to 20k. Alright, so before I systematically destroy this guy, let's first address that you used the wrong fucking your. So first off, he insults my ability to play well. I don't really care, so pass. Next he says I use jokes from other YouTubers, specifically Leafy, Pyro, Luna. I don't watch any of these people, so I'm not sure how I could steal their jokes, but to reiterate, originality's dead, man. I made fun of a mental disability? Here are my exact words from the video. Now I'm sure we've all been in this situation. You absolutely shit on your opponent for the first round, you win pretty easy in the second round, and all of a sudden you turn into a fucking 60-year-old with Parkinson's who can't even beat the first level of fucking Mario. The punchline here isn't that mental disabilities are funny, it's that you played as bad as a 60-year-old who has Parkinson's, a mental disability that causes a loss of control over your motor functions, hence making a game quite difficult, I would presume, and over the next 30 years or so I might just personally find out because Parkinson's runs in my family. My grandmother died of Parkinson's. It's a serious fucking issue. Why do people have this hero complex that you can't make jokes about things that are otherwise negative? Get off your fucking high horse. The only way you can make light of things like this is to make jokes. If or even when I have Parkinson's, that joke would still be fucking funny. Because I'm not an oversensitive shit. My style of videos has been outplayed by much better people. This is probably the only part of this comment with any sort of reasoning. My style of videos is probably overplayed. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. And lastly, I will never make it to 20k. Well, this is awkward. Lots of people have told me to advertise my shit more, so here you go. Follow me on Twitter for funny sloth memes and updates, follow me on Twitch for streams and occasionally playing with fans, and join my fan Discord for more updates and occasionally I drop into the conversation. See you cucks there.